For by grace you've been saved through faith. So for by the unearned favor of God, you've been saved by your belief into that favor. Not because you earned it, but because God is love and He's measured it out to you. We have now moved into the fullness of the person of God through His Son. Before the cross, we operated out of self. Now, post-resurrection, we have been brought into God Himself. God is love. Grace is the expression of it. So we've been brought right in now to the life and enjoyment of God economically in our world. The law came through Moses. Grace and the economy and reality of God came through Jesus Christ. So by grace you're saved through faith. It is not your own doing. See, here we go. We're disarmed. He's tied your arms behind your back. You've got to trust. It means you got, that exercise where you put your arms behind your back, you close your eyes and you fall forward and you hope your mates are going to catch you. More often than not, they don't. Well, this is what you're required to do now. You're required to fall into the fullness of God through His Son. To the extent you try and recover yourself, you're now moving back into the flesh. Whatever you think you need to do to keep God happy or make God happy, you are in the flesh. Realizing God is happy because you're in His Son. You come out of His Son, you're in the flesh. If you're in the Son, you trust in the Father. If you're in the flesh, you trust in yourself. So you are operating within the perimeters of those 2 degrees. You are either fully trusting in Christ or you're going to try. At the point you start trying, you are now back in the flesh, which brings you under the law. You were delivered from the law, meaning that you stay at the extreme level of grace, which is why grace is a hyper gospel. It is an extreme gospel. It is a scandalous gospel. It is a gospel that defies human logic because it rules us out of it. All we can do is use the faith that God gave us to believe fully into it. Grace essentially is a person, and His name is Jesus. Fix your eyes on Jesus. He is the author. The church is not the finisher of your faith. A pastor, a priest, or a reverend cannot finish because he did not start it. All right, only Jesus started it, and He begins with the end in mind.